All right, so now
Yes.
I'm recording. So what questions do you
Yes.
have? What questions do you have for me?
So it doesn't show that it's recording.
Yeah, it's recording. I'm recording. It's recording. So yeah.
It is?
Yeah. What questions do you have for me?
Okay. Okay, so do you use so do you use the 30 moving average?
I don't use that, but you can use that. Like I've told you, I use the. You can use the. It's yeah. You can use the 30 linear MA, or you can use the exponential MA. It works like the one that I told you. All you're looking for is price to close above, as you've seen here. Okay, all you need to do is price to close above here, and then you take your buy. Your stop loss is below, and price to close below, like here. Then your stop loss is the previous high, which is here. So it just works the same as the 50, but I prefer to use the 50 MA. But you can use the 7, you can use the 30, you can use the 18. It just depends on what works for you. So you need to test them out, then take and own them, and it becomes your own strategy. So I have tested so many of them over the years, and then I chose the ones that I like. Okay, so even if I want to do short term working now, I use the one that I used, so you can use it as well. And the reason why I use the one I use, because it fits my personality, fits my profile. And now that I'm trying to my allergy situation is gone, and I'll be going back to building property portfolio, viewing things, and running on my line shop. um Apart from my longer trades, what I'm trying to do is do one short trade a day on the pound USD alone. It doesn't mean that you can choose whatever works for you alone, and I'm still using the same. But if I want to use the 13 or 7 or 8, 18, I can use them, or the 30, I can use them. Just that I prefer what I use now. So it doesn't matter what I'm using. What I have to teach you is how to understand, how to read the trend, how to predict, how to calculate using price action, and then market formations. Then you will have to test different things out. Then what fits you, you choose it. So in conjunction with Ken's tools that we have, I add these tools to them. These tools are my own, and I use the price action. This is a double bottom that tells you market formation, and you can see Ken has a resistance drawn here. So if you look at what he has, there are these dotted lines, then we have this green support and resistance, then you have this blue. This blue is more of this is I see this as intermediate, then I see this as strong, then I see this one. Okay, I see this blue. You see we have the dotted blue, and we have the deep blue. We have the dotted green, and we have this green. I see this green as basic. I see this as intermediate. Then I see these ones as advanced. As you come into the higher time frame, you can see them. This red and these blue ones at the far end. So this is how I use them. What if I come here daily here? Okay, this is market formation. So there are 3 levels. Okay, you have the breakout here. This is the first level. It forms lower highs, then you have lower here, you have high. This is the second level. Okay, then it comes here again, it forms lower here, then you have high, you have the third level. So without Ken's indicator and without the moving average, what I'm looking at here is price action. So this is high, this is the third level. So that is exhaustion here. It tells me that the funds, or big boys that control the market, hedge funds, institution and stuff, they are doing their thing here. They don't want price to keep going above here at the moment. So you have a high here. So this tells me it's a reversal. Then I have the confirmation if price also breaks below here on Kenson. So for me here, I can call a sell here, and the stop loss will just be above this. Then once price close below here, I know that Ken's 2 is also confirming. But what I'm expecting now, when market open next week, I want price to come back up and test 141.7. If price tests that and fail to break up, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the first TP of 138.8, and then assuming this is not a 30 moving average which you asked, but if this is a 30 moving average, what you want to see, that is it here, 138.8, price to come back, hit it, go up again, then come and close inside it. Once price close inside it, then you are looking at the levels, okay, the resistance which you need to draw or follow with Ken's tools. But it's better you know how to draw them, so you use Ken's tool as a second eye. That's all that I'm doing. So you can look at it from the higher time frame here, which is the 1 hour, or you can come to the weekly and see. So you can see this long bar here, that will be my stop loss, is going to be here. If I want to go on the weekly chart, then the first TP you'll be looking out is 138.7, which I was talking about. And then you can mostly come to the 1 hour here and can use that to take your trades. This is what I was talking about. So you can see this is the exhaustion here, high here. Then the price closed back up here. It wants to break, no, it couldn't. This is what I'm looking at. Inside, price closed inside on this second candle. Let me put this there for you to see. This on this second candle, this is your entry on this second candle. Here is, so this is the first candle here. So you have multiple confirmation. The first one here, but if you don't understand pattern and price action, so 1, 2, 3, this is your third confirmation to enter, and you have another confirmation here based on Ken's 2, because this is a strong also area of reversal. So you want the price to move back, try to break it as it is here, it fails. So your stop loss where is going to be here. So if you see, sometimes I put trades from the 1 hour and the stop loss is 10 pips or 20 pips, but reward is 40 or more. So once you can enter also on this candle, you have about 10 pips stop loss with risk reward of 70. So you can see this is 1 to about 4 RI, even it comes down more and more, and this is the ultimate low that you are targeting. So it's just having patience, knowing how to read the market, and not necessarily doing the same thing I do in the market, because my job is to teach you how to read, how to calculate. That's how I deal with all my students. So once you understand it, you test out different things, you ask questions like you are asking now, and you find a plan and a strategy that works for you. But it doesn't matter every day. What I'm telling you, if you want to trade from the lower time frame, like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, always try to break things down from the daily or the weekly chart. Okay, you want to look at the overall trend. Where is the trend going? And if this becomes too much for you, that's why I have a lot of templates set here, so I can just remove everything here, then I have this, so then I'll know
Right.
where was the market going. All right, I can manually draw trend lines here. I can put the breakout box here to see what am I doing. These are consolidation phases, and I can just and lie A here and duplicate this by taking hold on, duplicate that, and I'll just take one of them out. Yeah, and this is another consolidation, and you can duplicate that, so you don't trade consolidation. Wherever you see a consolidation, you put this box there. So you want, what you're looking for is if price break above the box, that's your entry for your buy, and your stop loss is here. If price breaks below, you take a sell and your stop loss is there. So you see, you could have ridden this trade up, up, up. So you have your entry, you have entry, you have entry, you have entry. And how I do this is, assuming I have let's say I have an entry here for the buy, my stop loss is here. Once price is here, I put my trade at break even. Okay, then I can enter a second trade here, and I'll move this trade here. I'll move my stop loss here. What does it mean? It means that I'm locking in some profit, right? So once I take another trade here, I can put the second position also in break even, and I'll move the second position stop loss somewhere here. Then I'll move the first trade stop loss somewhere here. So this is what I do. And even if I take this trade here now, once this trade moves here, then I'm going to put this at break even. Why? Because if the trade comes back and take me out, I lose nothing. I can have another entry. And I'm tired of saying this several times in the group that people don't pay attention to, but you do pay attention to, so that is good. So you can always save a couple of templates here. You can save if you want to do the MA, you can quickly save, like the question you asked me. You can come to insert, you can then go to trend, you have the MA, you can put let's say if you want the 30, you can put it there, and then you can save it. And you here, what you need to do here is you want to make it a little bit thick. Okay, and I'm using the linear weighted, but you don't, if you want, you can try out. You have simple, you have exponential, you have smooth. You can try out all of them yourself and see which is good. So now you can just go here to templates, then you click save.
I know how to say it.
What? Yeah, you can do template, you click save, and you name it. You can name it 30 EMA. You can name it 30 MA, or any name that you want to choose from, and it stays there forever. So if I put this there, this comes. If I go back and I put the 30 MA there, it comes. I can change this to 18. Okay, I can change it to 18.
Yeah, I know how to save time.
Yeah, then you can save that, and you can just try them as many as you want, and you see what it is. So it's just the same principle. Consolidation areas, price close above, and always you want especially if you're doing short-term trading on the 15 minutes or stuff, you can see these are the consolidation areas. So you want these explosive moves to take. So when you have consolidation areas, you don't take them. Even if I have consolidation areas here inside with small candles, I don't want to take them. I want to take the explosive areas, because the um, great thing of day trading, which I do, is to be in and out. You don't want to be trapped in the market for 2-3 hours. You want to be in. You're looking for maybe 20-30 pips in and out. Hourly trade is different. Hourly trade, you can catch a big trend here. So that is why sometimes I take if I'm putting trade in the group, I'll put an hourly trade here. Like here you can see this is like 8 to 10 hours trend development. So you have the first phase entry, stop loss here, then you have a lot of consolidation here, then you have a continuation here, you have a little consolidation here, then you have a consolidation here, continuation, then you have a reversal here. Okay, you can see them here. So it's a matter of you learning what you do and then do them properly. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Mine is to show you what you how to read, how to interpret, and then that is it. Any question? Another question again. What questions do you have?
No, not really. No.
Yeah, so this is like
No, I guess.
Okay.
I just
Ask.
have to play around.
Yeah, play around. Have your demo. Play around. This is like okay. It's like you are a hunter. You are hunting. Have you ever gone hunting before?
No.
Yeah. So if you put on your hunting gear, you pick your bow or you pick your gun. You go into the forest. You go into hunt. There are three rules that makes a good hunter. Your bullets are expensive, so you don't just get into the forest and start shooting, boom, 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 boom. Why? Because you can kill a human being. Okay. Two, also you might kill an animal that you don't want to eat, which you don't want, because if you go to the jungle, they have rules. You kill only what you eat. So I don't like trophy hunters who goes and just kill animals and take pictures, pay a lot of money. That's stupid. The rule of the jungle is kill what you eat. So when you go, you pick a spot, then you stay at the spot. Then first you have to listen. When you listen, because the animals are coming through the bush and they make noise, but when you hear, it could be an animal, it could be a human, or it could be an animal that you don't want. And if you see it's an animal that you want, first you have to watch, then you have to aim. Are you out of range? Because you don't want, you might see an animal, maybe you're going deer hunting, you might see a deer. The deer might be maybe 800 meters away, and maybe your gun reaches 500 meters. So it means when you try to add extra 300 by force, you can't. When you shoot, you miss, because the bullet might not travel that far to hit the deer. So you have to aim, and you have to have patience and watch and let the animal come closer to you, so you are very sure that if I'm shooting, I'm going to hit the target. That's what makes a good hunter. And it is the same thing in trading. You come to the market, this is a big playing field. You have the hedge funds, we have those that are doing manual trading for Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo. We have the institutions, we have the banks, we have different doing algorithm trading. We have individual billionaires. All of them, we want to make money. This is emotional game. We want to make money out of the market. So first you have to be patient and then ride with the big boys. This is what I keep telling you. This is big volume. When you see this big candle, that means the banks are in the market. They are the people that will make you money. When they making money, you make money. When they are buying, you want to buy. When they are selling here, you want to sell. What you don't want to do is follow the small traders. These are the small actions of the small traders. You see them. So here, the banks push the price up here. Okay, then some of them algorithm trading, they take, that's why you see spikes in the market. They take the profits, push it up, then they take the profit down and they relax. And when they relax, you see the small traders like yourself, myself, what they are doing. They are trading candle by candle, buying and selling. They start to buy, and what do? The banks wait for them to buy, then take them all out, and boom, you see how many pips? About almost 300. So always you want to follow the banks. It's like the relationship between the sea anemone and the hermit crab. The hermit crab is very small. The sea anemone is very big, or the sharks. So the tuna or the sardine, they hide behind the ears of the shark or the big fishes. By doing that, they eat and they also get protection, because the salmon will not get close to the shark to eat a little salmon, because the shark is going to eat it. And by the when the tuna is hiding behind the ears of the shark, when the shark eats the food that slips out of its jaws, these little sardines will also feed off that, so they get protection. And this is what the market is. So you can practice like this, and you can make your, like my VIP trading room I told you about. It's pound USD only. That is it here. Where is it? Yeah, this is Friday. You can see after this big stacks, if you look here, you can see the general trend from this is Friday's candle, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. I didn't call this trade, but that's a good sell trade. You can see closing below that is dropping about 400 pips. So day traders, all you want to wait is if you didn't get this sell from here, which we got the sell, then we got the buy also. You wait for the sell to finish and let the big bank start pushing it up. Algorithm trading, they don't want even 1 pip to be out. So then you see that's about 100 pips, but you don't need 100 pips. If you have 20k account, all you need is 10 to 20 pips. You make 1,000 to 2,000 a day, each day. And all is patience for you to wait. And you can see this is what I'm talking about the candles pattern tells me this is a reversal here. So for me, I will be in right here. But if I'm not in right here, I have two chances to be in again. This is one, and this is the pullback, and this is the continuation. Target hit. And you can see there's going to be another pullback because of here. Okay, that's the 30 minutes. So there's going to be another pullback to retest before the market start to reverse. But this week we should be having a lot of opportunities. So this is how all the work for the long-term trades are done. End of the week, I go through the chart here. I try to see what is going to happen, then which trades am I going to take. So here you have this. Now what I'm looking for on pound Aussie is price to close above this level, hold above this level, then I'm going to take another trade looking from here about 300 pips to this level. Okay, that's the levels here I'm looking at. But first I want the price to close above here, come back to retest and hold. And you can put your 30 EMA there. You can see now. Yeah, so what you want to see is this tip to angle, whether it's 18, whether it's 7, whether whatever, it doesn't matter, to angle like a hook. That signifies that there is a strong buy. So you wait for the rejection, then you go in like here. Okay, so this is Friday, this is Thursday, Wednesday rejection, you go in, your stop loss was here. Then your first target, you've already smashed it, you are out already, so you're looking for a confirmation to go. So when I say a hook, this is what I mean. You can see the sell here. Look at how it angles down. Let's go to a smaller time frame and let me see if I can I show you 5 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, so you can see how it slopes down like a hill or a hook. That shows you as a strong sell. And if it is a buy, also the same, it angles up here like a hook or climbing a hill. So you can see that is, this is what I'm telling you about. So you have the first break up on it, you want it to go up a little, then you want it to come back like this and try to break it, retest it and hold close above it. That's your entry. Here is your stop loss. If you want to give it a little room, you put your stop loss below this week, and you can see from there, boom, you have almost 200 pips profit. So that's how you do it at the weekend like this. This is where traders are make. You make all your analysis on the assets that you want to. You don't have to follow so many assets like I do. You can pick a couple of them and just follow them and do your analysis from daily or from weekly. If this is too many for you, you can just do with your 30 EMA or whatever setup you have. Then later you can come back and then look at what's happening, what's going to happen, how are you going to trade and see. So you can see here, this is a pullback that you were expected because the first target has hit, If I come down here, that is a good important level here. Let's look at it from Ken's angle. Yeah, and this. So what right now you're looking for is if price comes back here and can break and hold, then this is the next target you're looking at. You're looking at least 50 pips drop before a continuation, and you can look at the 4 hour, looking at what is happening there, and see the same. So that's the retest here, and this is how you analyze everything. Gold, you analyze the commodities, orange juice, all those things, stocks, all of them are there. These are the technicals that you analyze. Then you go here. I think I've shown you this before. This is the economic calendar. Okay, so you want to go there and you want to see if there are some macro or microeconomic news coming on what you do. So you have tomorrow you have Aussie. These are inflation. Then this is the euro. What are the news coming? So you look at what you're working with, what big news are coming, and you might determine how those news are going to affect the market that you are trading. Should you stay out for the news to come and go after then you continue your trade, or should you stay in? Do you want to trade news? Those are your decisions you make. So it's the same, and you can see all the arrows. These were the spikes I was telling you the other day. Yeah, I wasn't around, and you have all the spikes, big spikes, and this was a beautiful trade. So your risk always small, then your reward is big. Either 50 pips, you're risking like 20 pips to you getting 50, 60 pips or 80 pips or 100 pips, and you can see how the EMA is slanting down. That tells you that, and you can see these are the important candles you should learn. Do you know what this is? Do you see this candle?
Yep.
Yeah, that is a hanging man. Anytime you see that, that tells you a big reversal is coming. So you take the trade to the opposite. So this was an up and it's showing down now. That is it, and you can see it the other way, like here, and you can go. Let's go. You can see. Let me see where I can see some of them. A doji. You can see a bullish doji. You can see a bearish doji. Once you see them, you notice them, and you know that things are turning the other way. You can see the same thing here. We come to gold. You might see, yeah, you can see them here. This trade, I was calling this trade, but because of the news, that was why I stopped. When the sell was coming, I put my reversal here, and I knew the market was turning here. But because there was news, I don't want things to take out. That's why I stopped. But you can see them. This is a bullish doji here. The same thing here. And so look at the hanging man. It doesn't always have to be green or red to tell you it's going down. You can see it's green here, but it's a hanging man. It's coming down. If you go to this candle, you see all of them here. So you learn. It's up to you to play around and learn at least an hour or two a day. That's it. That you become because there are a whole lot of opportunities in investment management. That's why they pay so much, because you have to work under pressure. Your job is to make money, and they pay you to work under pressure. But the pressure depends on you, whether you want to work once a day, twice a day. And for me, what I'm doing fits my strategy. So once I place my trade, I can go and do my property stuff in the evening. When the market closes, then I can look at it and see if should I stay in the trade, should I close it, should I lock in profit, is it time to turn. That's it. So you learn what you have to learn, then you can pick your trade. This is trade I was telling you. So you can see the reversal, and I didn't call.
Josh,
Yeah, hold on.
hold on, Josh.
Yeah, that's the card CHF,
We're gonna
which it took us out on the break
listen.
even. Yeah, so right now we're looking for.
Josh,
Yeah, this is where we're looking for. We've got another
can
300.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Josh,
Hello.
we're running out of time. It's gonna cut off. Can
Oh,
you
okay.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. I
The,
can. I can hear you.
I'm trying to,
Yeah, I can
we're
hear
gonna
you.
run out. Okay, we're going to run out of time. We have 1 minute left. It's gonna
Okay.
cut off.
Okay.
So
So
can I
okay. So
send you another Zoom link?
yeah. So maybe give me um yeah, you send me another link and let's see. Okay.
Okay, send you another link.
Yeah, send me another link.
So, okay, so end this meeting and I'll send you a new one.
Okay, no problem.
Okay?
All right. No. Okay. So stop sharing. Um. All right. Then end this meeting and okay.
I'll send you another one right now.
Yeah. Okay. I have ended it. Yeah. All right. Sure.
Recording in progress.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Okay.
and I'm
Yeah. So what questions do you have again?
well. So you were just showing me kind of how you look
Yeah.
at
So
daily
okay.
can.
Yeah. So this is the card CHF. So
But you have to share your screen.
I yeah, I'm sharing the screen. Can you see? Oh,
No, no.
okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. So share screen. Okay. Share screen. All right. Can you see now?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the trade that we were looking to take. So this is giving us a strong base here now, which I was telling you Friday we could have gone in, but I was waiting for Sunday and then this boom. So what I'll look for next week is we should have a pullback, then we should enter the trade and we'll be aim to come back here again. This is about 200 to 300 pips. So that's normally how I do
But
everything.
that's, you
Hello?
think that's going to go long?
What?
You think that's going long?
Yeah, yeah, that
You're
is
going to
going
buy
long.
that? It's going long.
Yeah, that should go out more. So that's a 4 hour chart. We should have a pullback, then we will be aiming back up here to the ultimate high. So that's a trade I'll be looking for next week. Yeah. So this is where we should have gotten in. Then the stop loss is here. Before we
Why
were
would that? Why would that go? Why would that go long?
yeah, because
What makes?
it's an uptrend. The only way we're going to see more downtrend is if this low is taken out and price stays below here, then we're going to come down here, then ultimately here. If we're taking out here, we're going to take, but as long as price should close stay above this line and stay above this line, we will come back first to test this. That's about 80 pips to come back and test this. Then price should stay above here and hold, then we will go back up again. So I'll be looking at that. So basically that's how the weekend I go about the market. Look
Let me
at
ask you this.
yeah.
Okay, so at the end of each day, you look at a candle and see where it's closing.
Yeah, I'm looking at candle first. I'm looking at where the market has closed and I'm looking at whether it's an uptrend or downtrend. If it's an uptrend and is it ready for me to buy? If I buy, I place my stop loss, then I took it on the daily chart, so I don't look at the market again. I come back and look at it during the day, like here. Okay, this is my entry. So if I have an entry here, or if I have an entry here, I'm not looking at this. I come back the next day here. Oh, okay, I have to still stay in when the market close, which is 11 p.m. or 1 a.m. here, or 12 midnight here. Okay, this is a continuation trade for me, so I will stay in as long as my system tells me to stay in, until my system tells me that the market is good to reverse, like here. So take your profit. So I don't care if I have to stay in like 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 weeks, 5 days. I stay in as long as my system tells me I should stay in. So here you can see you have a exhaustion here, tells you a reversal. It comes down, all the two targets are hit, then it goes here. So it was forming an M, you can see double top, comes down here. You can see that's the trend that is forming. So it has finished formation, pattern formation, and it's go. So you have to learn the patterns so that you know them. Cup and handle, WM, triple bottom, triple top, quadruple bottom, quadruple top. What does each means? You go and that, learn that, and add it to Ken's trade, Ken's tool that he's giving you with price action and keep things simple. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
depends if you don't want to stay in the market long for that, then you should consider taking your trades on 1 hour or 2 hour charts, because this chart doesn't show, but we have 1 hour, we have 2 hours, we have 3 hour. Let me show you. We have 8 hours, we have 12-hour charts. So
Right. No,
and you can customize them. I want to show you something here. Yeah, so this is a candle. You see, we have 45 minutes, we have 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. Even here doesn't show. We have 6 hours, we have 8 hours, we have 12 hours before we have 1 day. Okay, so you should check and find which one, find what works for you, then stick to it. Okay, so this is a very beautiful trade, you can see. Yeah, so stick to what you know.
okay.
Play around things, and that's all you have to do. Play around things. So you can see this was the trade we took the other time. That was the entry here and the stop loss, and then we stay in 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day, 7 day, 8 day, 1 day, 10 days, 11 days, about 2 weeks. We stay in before your system tells you go out, then you go out.
Yep.
Yeah, and the sales were the same, a couple of days to stay in, and most people can't handle this, and they close the trade when they are in like 20 pips and 30 pips. Allow your winning trades to run and cut your losers. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you have any
Alrighty.
question? Do you have any questions?
No.
Yeah, so then
No.
go and play around. I'll
No.
send you the video. Then if you have any questions, you come back and ask me. Okay, so
Okay.
I will relax. I have property investment training at 8 p.m. So I'll rest. I'll
Okay.
pray, and then I'll wait for my meeting. So I'll speak to you during the week. So we'll be looking for another buy trade on this pound CHF. So,
Okay, John.
so that's a very good setup here. So that's where our stop loss is going to be.
Okay.
We give our stop loss a little bit room at 1.1501. So I'll wait for market to open, price to pull back a little bit here, then we will enter and we will wait. So you can see the 4 hour here. So we'll have a little probably pullback here into this zone or this zone here. Once it stays above here, we're going to go in for a buy, and probably if I look at the daily chart, we are in for at least about 300 pips or more move. So
Wow.
this is a trade that I'll be looking
Nice.
at. Yeah,
And
yeah. So
is that a doji at the bottom there?
yeah, you can see the big rejection, big wick rejection here. The only way the market need will go down more
Right.
is if price takes out this low and stay below that low. Yeah, other than that, that's as you can see, that's a big resistance here, buy zone here, and you have another buy zone here. Yeah, so that'll be an exciting news, and
So
I
you don't think
don't
it's heading down to that next?
know. You can see this is the down that it came. This one was a pullback. Okay, and the next day was the big open there,
Okay.
came here, and then went and closed above this. So we will see where tomorrow open, but I'll be looking for a buy here. And looking at that, I don't think we have let me see, this is Monday. We don't have any British or CHF news, and I'll be looking at this week. Let me see.
It's 4th of July here. It's a
Yeah,
holiday.
yeah. So we have Tuesday.
It's a US holiday.
Okay, yeah. I was told Tuesday also. Okay, holiday. So tomorrow might be a little bit slow. Tuesday 5th. So we don't have
Right.
CHF for only 9:30. The British pound composite news. Then tentative Bank of okay stability report. Then Wednesday we have some pound news, not too big a news. Okay, then Thursday you have Halifax house price index, which is might move the market a little bit, but no CHF news. Everything is labor productivity. And then Friday is non-farm. Yeah, so we
Okay.
have big news on Friday. The AD and the non-farm
Right.
continue. Yeah, so yeah, but that doesn't concern the pound and the CHF. That was going to be affects gold and anything USD or the USD currency. So pound USD,
Right.
USD card, anything USD JPY,
Right.
gold and things like that. Yeah. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah. And let me look at
Right.
the pound. Yeah, you can see this also was making another. Yeah. Yeah. So here, this JPY, probably we still have another, because if you look at the daily, once we close in below here, the market will still come down again. Mm-hmm. We will have a retest
So
and
you think
probably,
that's
yeah. So depend on how you want to. If
hmm,
you're looking for a short-term trade here, then what you waiting to see is price to this one was a buy entry here because of this reversal here. So you could go in on this candle at 162.0 and your stop loss would be at 161.4, and that is your TP. So you've already hit your TP here, but for this to continue on to go, price need to consolidate here and hold 163.5, need to hold. Then that will be a risk test of 164.4, probably that's on the daily. Before, yeah, 164.6, 164 point probably 8 or 9 here. I'm talking about this level. Before a rejection, will pull it back down again, because for price to keep going up, then price at 165.2 need to hold before we'll come back to test again. But that this is the pattern I'm talking about. You have about 168, then you have a buy here, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 days continuous to retest the 168.7 double bottom here, double top. You can see, then you have the about almost 700 pips drop. So learn the pattern formation, it will serve you well. Okay,
okay.
so I'm stopping the
All righty.
if you don't have any question now, I'm stopping the recording.
No.
Okay, you understand Ken's tool, how they work, right?
Okay. Are you going to let me stay in your signal group for a little while?
Yeah, yeah, don't worry, you stay in and pass your exam.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you stay in.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying.
Yeah,
Because right now, I just last week I took a loss last week, and so I'm,
yeah, you will
I'm
recover
just
this week, so let's hope for a good week.
I broke
Not
even on everything else, but
yeah.
one had a loss. Small
Tomorrow,
loss.
yeah, tomorrow is slow day, so we'll see if any signal comes. Fine, we will take it. Other than that, we'll take it easy and see the non-farm what it brings. But if we have some trades, we can have good trade because non-farm is Friday. We can stay in the market till Friday before we